Get this live thing going today, you guys. Share this video. Let's get this video popping. Got some news to report today. That's right, you guys. We're going to be talking about DJ Akademiks and Benny the Butcher, the hot topic right now. I actually have a little bit of a theory I want to place on this. So let's get these shares up. I'm going to roll up. Everybody roll up that's watching. Let's get some more viewers in here. And I'm going to report on this story that's breaking right now, you guys. Crazy story we got going on right now with Benny the Butcher, actually, DJ Akademiks. The news is spreading. A couple days ago, it was released that Benny the Butcher actually, he posted a poll on his Twitter. It said, 6IX9's manager hit me up for a feature. What do you think I said? No or hell no? I clicked on hell no. You know what I mean? Just because I know the cloth. Just because I know the cloth that Benny the Butcher is cut from. Yo, what up, everyone? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I'm back for another exclusive. Today, we're going to be talking about a post that DJ Akademiks made in response to Benny the Butcher. What up, Martin and Fresh? What up, you guys? Share this video. Let's get more people in here and let's talk about this news piece. This news article that just broke today. Crazy ass article. So the post. So Hot New Hip Hop has it covered. A lot of different websites had it covered, but I actually got the post off of DJ Akademiks' story. It said 6IX9 ain't ask none of these dudes for a feature. That was a prank call. So that's what 6IX9 is going to run with right now, you guys. And before I actually get into the article, what up, man? Illinois, I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. It's Mikey T, the movie star here. Ak is a dumb troll who already said he will call the cops ASAP if shit hits the fan, and he is never around. Just Twitter finger happy. Supernatural says NBA City, Chi-Town, what's popping? Share this video, you guys. Before we get into the news, just reading the post that Akademiks wrote. He said that it was a prank. He's going with the whole theory that it was actually a prank what was happening, that they called Benny the Butcher as a prank. But I don't know if anybody remembers, after 6IX9 released the record with Nicki Minaj, Trolls, he actually went on the gram and he was saying all types of crazy shit. And that's why I told Benny the Butcher, I told some of my homies, the guys, RBH and Majestic, I got to post about this because 6IX9 jumped on the internet and he was saying, everyone, I got a feature with the most gangster rapper in hip hop. I got a feature with the most gangster rapper, the street's most appreciated rapper. That's what 6IX9 was saying, you guys. And you know what? Back then, I was like, he can't be talking about Casanova. I'm like, it would be crazy if he was talking about Casanova. But I was thinking in my mind, 6IX9 had just come off a major record with Nicki Minaj. 757 Virginia, what's popping? Share this video. I appreciate you for tapping in. Money the Don, salute for tapping in. So guys, I put two and two together now. Now that Benny the Butcher has actually come out with it months later, that 6IX's manager hit him up and he said, hell no, I wouldn't do that feature. Just like Gilly the Kid said, hell no, I will not do an interview. And everyone said, damn, Gilly, you're crazy. Gilly, you're mad crazy. Why wouldn't you do an interview with him if he paid you $1 million? Gilly, guys like Gilly the Kid, guys like Benny the Butcher, people like myself, we don't put our credibility on the line to work with a flavor of the month punk. You know what I'm saying? Sure, Benny the Butcher. I don't even think that would have sounded right, to be honest with you guys, everyone. You know what I mean? Yo, Harlem Fresh, salute. Thank you for tapping in. Share this video. Rochester, Chiba09, salute to you. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight, guys. We're talking about this post. So the first post that Akademiks wrote, he actually shared to his story what's being called a direct response from 6IX9 as to Benny the Butcher saying that he asked for a feature. He said 6IX9 ain't asked none of these dudes for a features. He didn't ask none of these dude for features, LOL. That was a prank call. The prank dude did it on Clubhouse just to show how people clout chase with anything. Okay, reading the first couple lines in that, how does that determine how does that make for a prank call? Because you got the dude who run around with 6ix9ine, the only dude that'll run around with 6ix9ine, bitch 9, named Murphy, calling Benny the Butcher's people asking for a feature. Hey, how much do you want for the feature? Hey, do you want 30,000 for the feature? That is whack. That's not a prank. That's not a prank. Just because 6ix9ine could say he could pay $90,000 for a feature and be Benny the Butcher's highest priced feature. Let's look at realistics here, guys. Benny and Tekashi would not even look good together. Yeah. Benny, that song, you know what I mean? Imagine, like, look at the record that Bobby Shmurda had to make with 6ix9ine called Stupid. That Punch basically tricked him into making to keep relevant. You know what I mean? Screw relevance. Make your own relevance based on your own music. You know what I mean? Fabio Foreign comes out here. Share this video, everyone. Fabio Foreign comes out and he's putting up numbers. You know what I mean? 200,000-300,000 views within the first day and a half, or first day, 2 days, whatever. You know what I mean? And 6ix9ine is clowning him because he doesn't have millions of views. Yo, we don't need to sell our soul for views, you guys. Hit the like button on this video, everyone. We don't need to sell our soul for views. That's not what all this shit is about. Benny the Butcher declined that feature. Gilly the Kid declined that interview. It didn't matter how much money came with it. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Off the top, I appreciate you for tuning in. Mr. Wilson says 6ix9ine so desperate that he would try to reach out to somebody who is really gripping the culture right now, like Benny the Butcher. You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher is actually gripping the culture. His voice is becoming so dominant. You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher is just ready to take that next step. You know what I mean? He's got films. He was actually about to go on tour with Russ. So you know what I'm saying? Like he's doing crazy things in his career, you guys. Yes, Rough Buff, East Side of Buffalo, salute. Benny 2100, stand by our Benny is 2100. Money the Don says Benny is 2100 to stand by our rat like that. Hit that like button, Miguel Corleone. I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Chiba, I watched a video where Benny the Butcher actually said in regard to Conway and Griselda, he said Conway is a jokester. Conway is a comedian. If you don't know this about Conway, you're probably not watching him close enough. You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher has a lot of fans as well, and a lot of those fans need to probably get more in tune with Conway. Yo, what up, Moo? North Philly in the building. I appreciate you for tapping in. Spread the word on Mikey T, the movie star. Let them know Mikey T, the movie star, has some of the dopest interviews. This week, I'm going to be dropping more of my interview with Uncasa. This week, we're actually speaking on Max B. Joel Santana running up on Max B. Also, an exclusive interview with OT The Real, you guys. I got some dope shit dropping on my channel this week. Iggy, what's popping? Hit that like button, everyone. Hit that like button. All right, so this is what DJ Akademiks went on to say. He said, and by the way, no diss. You know, he's saying no diss to Benny the Butcher. You know what I mean? After fully trying to put everything out there about Benny supposedly lying or clout chasing, now he's saying, and by the way, no diss, but if 6ix9ine fitting to ask for a feature, why not ask Drake? Why not ask Rowdy Rich or Little Baby? This is what Akademiks is contesting. He's saying, if 6ix9ine wanted a feature, why not ask Drake? Are you kidding me right now? Drake is not going to feature with 6ix9ine. Blow it out your ass, man. That is asinine for you to suggest that. Oh, he's going to feature with Little Baby. Listen, Little Baby did a feature with 6ix9ine. This is coming from a guy who knows music. Little Baby did a feature with 6ix9ine before it really was determined what 6ix9ine was. He jumped on the hype. Little Baby jumped on the hype real quick. Little Baby doesn't need to come back on that and work with 6ix9ine ever again. Just to be 100% honest. Excuse me, let me get some water. Like, come on, man. these guys, Little Baby, Drake, Rowdy Rich, they're not going to work with 6ix9ine at this point. That's why 6ix9ine is trying to tap back in with the street markets. 6ix9ine is trying to tap back in with the Gilly the Kids. He's trying to tap back in with Benny the Butcher, these artists who are really resonating, so he can try to come off as real, just like he was trying to, eat all them diet pills. You know what I mean? 6ix9ine was trying to eat all them diet pills so he could come back on his interviews and be like, yeah, I've been working out. I had to work myself out. Man, you took a whole bunch of diet pills and ate McDonald's the whole time, Little Baby and 6ix9ine have a record. Am I not mistaken? 6ix9ine and Little Baby. Was it produced by Scott Storch? TikTok. No. TikTok. Yeah, the TikTok record. Yep. Money the Don says he's trying to get some street credibility. I do, Sizzle93, thank you for tuning in, man. Share this video. I do believe that he should be irrelevant at this point in time. I don't like to come online and have him in my headlines. You know what I'm saying? But I actually feel a certain type of way about this because 6ix9ine is claiming that he would not have wanted to do a feature with Benny the Butcher. And Akademiks is co-signing it, saying, yo, why would he want to do a feature with Benny the Butcher? He could just ask Drake for a feature. Number one, Drake would not do a feature with 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Number two, at a certain point in time, I'm not sure if anybody remembers this, but this is why I'm here today, you guys. At a certain point in time, 6ix9ine was on the internet after the Trolls video dropped, and he said, yo, I have a video, I have a song dropping with the most gangster rapper. That he started doing all of his crazy antics. I got the craziest gangster rapper. I got the rapper who's really lived the life about to jump on my record. And you want to know what? It didn't strike me who he was talking about then, you guys. What up, Perk Gambit? Appreciate you turning in today. It didn't strike me who Bitch 9 was talking about right then, but now Benny the Butcher posts on his his Twitter page. Benny posts on his Twitter page, yo, 6ix9ine's manager hit me up for a feature. And at first I was thinking, was he talking about Shoddy? Was he talking about Treyway from back in the day? Nah, he's talking about this Murphy guy, this dude who runs around with 6ix9ine and laughs it up with 6ix9ine when they run from Airbnb to Airbnb. He's talking about that guy hitting Benny the Butcher up. And now Ak is claiming that it's a clubhouse joint. Okay, Ak, if it's a clubhouse joint, explain to me why was 6ix9ine. This is a direct message to Akademiks. So if World Star or if any of the blogs posted up, Akademiks, I want you to explain why the hell did 6ix9ine go online after Trolls dropped and say, hey guys, I got a new song dropping with the most gangster rapper out, the most relevant gangster rapper to the streets out. That's what 6ix9ine went and claimed he had. And you know what? 6ix9ine strikes me as the type of guy who would claim he had a record before he actually had it. But he got checked this time. Now it all comes out in the open to me who it was. It was actually Benny the Butcher. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Vincent, thank you for tuning in. I really I couldn't place it when 6ix9ine had come out after Trolls and said he had the most gangster rapper jumping on his song. I thought maybe it was Casanova, right? I thought maybe Casanova would do a record with 6ix9ine. I was thinking crazy. But at that point, Casanova's relevance wasn't really as it once was. You know, when he had Don't Run, when he had Set Trippin'. But the most prevalent gangster rapper right now is definitely the Griselda movement. And out of that movement, Benny the Butcher has really been the one to catch fire with the younger audience. So 6ix9ine did what he did. He did exactly what he did. Was that a prank too? Akademiks, was that a prank too when he called up Gilly to be on $1 Million Worth of Game? Was that a prank too? No. $1 Million Worth of Game is one of the dopest platforms. $1 Million Worth of Game is one of the biggest platforms right now when it comes to getting your word out there. So no, he wasn't trolling. He wasn't pranking $1 million worth of game. Was he pranking Benny the Butcher when they probably called him and said, hey, put whatever dollar amount you want on it? 30,000, 50,000. Just make sure you come and do the video too at my house in a secluded area where nobody can find us. Maybe you could bring West Side Gun because he's cool. Yeah, that's the type of shit that we're looking at in the industry, the way that he wants to handle business behind closed doors. And now he thinks that he's going to be able to tie it all up and say, oh, I didn't want to feature with Benny. Oh, but let's get further. Yeah, Gilly said, hell nah, Dominic. Benny the Butcher said, hell nah. I don't need to do a feature with this guy. I don't need to do a feature with this joker, Benny the Butcher said. He even took it to a poll on Twitter, everyone. And Benny said on his poll on Twitter, hey, everyone, do you want me to do a feature with 6IX9INE? They want me to do a feature with 6IX9INE. What do you think I said? No or hell no? There was only two answers. Yo, YMPT LLC was popping, man. Yo, JT, 1 second. I'm about to read your comment. Everyone share this video. Let them know we're talking about the hottest shit on Mikey T, the Movie Stars channel. Okay. JT said Benny got prank called by someone called PJ the Baller on Instagram, pretending to be 6IX9INE. JT, well, if you're just tuning in, I was talking about that. I was talking about the legitimacy of the prank call having happened. They say it was his manager, a guy named Murder Murphy. I'm not sure if he's known as PJ the Baller or on any other social media platforms. But obviously, if you followed 6IX9INE a little bit, you know that he has had this guy Murder Murphy going around with him. So they're saying it was a prank call. I'm saying that they're using the term prank call to just basically throw everyone off about getting denied for a feature. Oh, yeah, we prank called him. We prank called Benny the Butcher and we offered him $60,000 for a feature. Oh, yeah, anybody would call that a prank call if they get denied. But what did 6IX9INE do? He called Gilly the Kid on the phone and offered him $1 million. So how was that a prank call? I'll ask you. Yo, whoever asked the question, my man, was that a prank call when 6IX9INE called Gilly and offered him $1 million to do the interview? You know what I mean? Sure. 6IX9INE never thought that would have been put online because a lot of people don't want their association with him actually known to the world whatsoever. You know, because it just makes you look bad if you have an association with him. But Gilly went a step further and Gilly put it out there. And I really think that's what inspired Benny the Butcher to put out the information that 6IX9INE or Bitch9, whatever you want to call him, actually reached out to him as well. Yo, Rob J, what up? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I do video interviews. I've been doing video interviews since 2009. So I'm like 10, 11, 12 years in right now. You know what I mean? That's what I do, man. I've done interviews with some of the best people in the game, from Rick Ross to French Montana to Max B. Share this video, everyone. We're talking about Benny the Butcher today. We're talking about DJ Akademiks coming at him. Now that everyone's tuned in here, I'm going to read DJ Akademiks' post that he had. And they say this was actually a response from 6IX9INE to Benny the Butcher after Benny put up a poll on his Twitter account, you know, asking people if they thought he said hell no or basically just no. Little Ito, okay, Chiba, hit my Instagram, Mikey T _ the movie star. We can make that happen. 6IX9INE ain't asked none of these dudes for features, LOL, Akademiks said on his Instagram page. That was a prank call. The prank dude did it on the Clubhouse just to show how people will clout chase with anything. So a guy was basically pretending to be, I mean, if he, you know, he's pretending to be 6IX9INE's manager, he's saying, and he's clout chasing by asking notable rappers for features and shit. Okay. Where was this? Why didn't I see this all over social media? And by the way, no diss. This is where Akademiks takes it a step further. Share this video, everyone. He said, and by the way, no diss, but if 6IX9INE fit and asked for a feature, why not ask Drake, Baby, or Roddy Ricch? Some of the people saying they got asked might need a feature from Little Ak at this point. So right now, DJ Akademiks takes it to a point of saying that Benny the Butcher, insinuating that Benny the Butcher who brought this to everyone's attention could use DJ Akademiks on a feature. Benny the Butcher and Little Ak, what do you guys in the chat think? Do you guys think that's what the street needs? Benny the Butcher and Little Ak? I don't think so, you guys. I think Akademiks, first of all, Akademiks, the record that you did with 6ix9ine, it was clout chasing off of the record that 6ix9ine actually did with Nwell AA, and you did about 10% of the views. So congrats on that. But you know what I mean? Find your own style. You know what I mean? Before you try to say somebody else, come jump on your record so they can get hot. Benny the Butcher has his own style. Benny the Butcher's music is going to be played in movies for the next 10, 20, 30 years. His music career is solidified. He doesn't need a feature with a flavor of the month artist like 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Share this video, everyone. Let's get 200 people in here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Akademiks is basically saying that 6ix9ine did not ask these dudes for features. That was a prank call, DJ Akademiks is saying. The prank dude did it on Clubhouse just to show how people will clout chase with anything. No, I disagree. I think that was a call made to Benny the Butcher, and then once Benny turned it down, you scapegoated it with your prank calls. You know what I mean? 6ix9ine couldn't take another loss after Gilly the Kid put him on blast, right? Because everyone and their mama thought that if Gilly got an opportunity like that, he would have taken it. And I want to take this a little step further, you guys, because Gilly didn't need that. Hit the like button, y'all. Appreciate everybody in here right now. Gilly didn't need the interview. Gilly did not need the interview from 6ix9ine. Look who he has gone on to interview. They've had Shaq on the show. They've had Young Thug on the show. They've had Russ on the show. $1 Million Worth of Game is a bona fide classic show. You know what I mean? Free ARAB while everyone's in here. Welcome home, my brother Dark Low. I'm going to do a blog pretty shortly about Dark Low's album title, you guys. Straight Arrow says, flavor of the month artist. Exactly. That's exactly what he is. And we saw what happened when Bitch 9 got his album released. When he released his album, whatever the hell that album is called, you know, yo, Gilly ain't no sucker, Perk Gambit says. That's 100% right, man. I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. We saw what happened when Gilly the Kid denied that interview. You know what I mean? Gilly the Kid shot up after that, you guys. He had King Von. Shit, they had one interview with King Von on the show. You know what I mean? Gilly the Kid's platform is just too real to accept something like that on their channel. Benny the Butcher's brand is too real just to, you know what I mean, to accept something like that. As we were talking about flavor of the month, an artist that's going to come out and push an album after going #1 and then only sell 50,000 copies first week. Benny the Butcher is well on his way to doing much more than that. Let's share this video, everyone. We're speaking some of the truth today. For everyone that's just tuning in, I was just reading the post from DJ Akademiks' Instagram. Akademiks said 6ix9ine ain't asked for none of these dudes for features. That was a prank call. The prank dude did it on Clubhouse just to show how people will clout chase with anything. And by the way, no diss, but if 6ix9ine was fitting to ask for a feature, why not ask Drake? Why not ask Baby? Why not ask Rowdy Rich? Some of these people saying that they got asked, they might need a feature from Little Ak at this point. They act like they need a feature from Akademiks at this point. You're tooting your horn a little bit much there, Ak. You know, Benny the Butcher doesn't need a feature from you. Truth be told, Benny has proved that on his albums he could go it alone. You know what I mean? We still haven't got that Griselda album that we've been waiting for Eminem to put out or Jay-Z to put out. But Benny the Butcher has sure as hell proved that he could do it on his own. Burden of Proof, Plugs I Met, Tana Talk 3. Tony, check out any of those albums that I just mentioned. His most recent Burden of Proof or Tana Talk 3, the one that I interviewed him right before the release of, right as he was releasing it, I interviewed Benny the Butcher. Sin Veli said Drake is definitely Drake didn't even need a feature on his excuse me. Sins Valley said Drake's definitely not fitting to do Little Dirk like that. 100%. 100%. We all know what that punk said after King Von's passing. You know what I mean? Like that's some bitch shit right there, if you ask me. 100%. Nice topic, Mikey Iceberg. I appreciate you jumping in here today. I had to go in on this. I told Benny himself, I was like, yo, Benny, I got to go in on this just because of the fact that I know, and this is my theory for everyone just tuning in. You know, this is my theory, and this is what I want Akademiks to answer. I want Akademiks to answer. Why was 6ix9ine on the internet after Trolls dropped? Why was 6ix9ine on the internet saying that he had the most gangster rapper jumping on a record? Why did 6ix9ine jump on the internet and say he had the most street authentic rapper jumping on his track? And you know, it didn't really dawn on me at that point who it was. But now it turns out it definitely was Benny the Butcher. I 100% agree. I 100% believe that in my mind that 6ix9ine was toting a record, saying that he had a record coming with Benny the Butcher, a man who would have never did that. Who would have signed off on that? You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher in his own mind would have never signed off on that shit. Okay, Cordy Mack. I was actually just reading what Akademiks said. Akademiks posted on his story what they are saying is a direct response to Benny the Butcher. Akademiks posted that 6ix9ine said 6ix9ine ain't asked none of these dudes for features. LOL. That was a prank call. The prank dude did it on Clubhouse. Share this video, everyone. Let's get 300 people in here. So he says that 6ix9ine said that the prank dude did it on Clubhouse just to show how people will clout chase with anything. And by the way, no diss, but if 6ix9ine's fitting to ask for a feature, why not ask Drake? Why not ask Baby? Why not ask Roddy Rich? Some of the people saying that they got asked might need a feature from Little Ack at this point. Are you kidding me right there, Akademiks? Are you trying to insinuate that Benny the Butcher needs a feature from you? Maybe I need a feature from you. Maybe I could use a feature from you, but not Benny the Butcher. Benny the Butcher has been touted by Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher's colleagues were with Eminem, Interscope, Shady Records. He was with Rock Nation. No, they don't need a feature from you, Akademiks. Laura Miles says Benny is 100% official. Benny got West Side Gun and Conway. Yeah, and we're all still patiently waiting on that official Griselda Records compilation album. I'd love to hear that. So that's basically what Akademiks had to say in regard to Benny the Butcher. Like Akademiks basically posted the response. Akademiks posted the response that 6ix9ine had. And it's interesting to see that 6ix9ine didn't respond to Gilly the Kid. You know what I mean? But that was because 6ix9ine was actually shopping around different people to do interviews with. You guys saw that he ended up on where he ended up doing an interview. I forget their platform. What's their platform called? It's you know what I mean? It's Shade Report. Chiba said BSF artists are all fire. Chiba, did you get the BSF album on E1? Classic. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Don't act dumb. Act. He knows he get Benny. He might get New York back on his. Yep. Good point right there. All pro. That's a good point. All pro. 6ix9ine was looking at it like if he got Benny on a record, he would get New York on his back. You know what I mean? Benny is definitely the dope artist to work with right now if you were, trying to attain a buzz in New York. Yep. What's up, everyone? Joe Mers, appreciate you for tuning in. So Hot New Hip Hop actually did a report on this. The headline was 6ix9ine didn't ask Benny the Butcher for a verse, Akademiks says. According to Akademiks, 6ix9ine never reached out to Benny the Butcher or Kid Trunks for a feature. Kid Trunks was actually a close associate of XXXTentacion. So that's another believable request. You know what I mean? That's another believable request. If you look at the people that Snitch Nine put on his album, they're not notable artists whatsoever. You know what I mean? Aside, okay, yo, TS, what's popping? I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in tonight, man. Yep, Snitch Nine. So I'm reading this report from Hot New Hip Hop, and they say Tekashi 6ix9ine is apparently gearing up for another comeback. We saw how that went the first time, but at this point, he's been laying low while people like Akademiks have hinted at some sort of grand re-entrance into the game. Well, his first week sales were nothing short of disappointing, and it doesn't seem like many people are interested in working with him. So this is a complex ambition tweeted, or they retweeted something, or they reposted something where Benny the Butcher said, Tekashi's manager hit me up and asked me, was I interested in doing a song with his client? What you think I said? No or hell no. It was like, at this point, there was like 9,000 votes on the joint. So just the other day, Benny the Butcher shared a poll on his Twitter asking for fans to advice on a potential collaboration. Tekashi's manager hit him up. Tekashi's manager hit me up and asked me if I'm interested in doing a song with his client. What do you think I said? He tweeted along with two options, no and F no, the later of which was more popular answer. Later on, Kid Trunks shared a similar message to his Instagram page, writing, so this man Tekashi just hit me for a feature. What do you think I said again? He offered me the same two options as Benny. All right, so yeah, Kid Trunks, you know what I mean? Kid Trunks definitely has a history in music. Anybody that messes with Triple X knows about Kid Trunks. You know what I mean? So honestly, it's believable to me. If you look at the other features that Bitch Nine had on his album, it's totally believable to me that he reached out to both of these artists. You know what I mean? As one of the people in the chat said, he was looking to reinvigorate his buzz in New York City, easily doing that with Benny the Butcher. Benny's the most sought after feature, like almost as heavily as Jadakiss right now. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? When people are talking about New York, they're talking about Kiss, they're talking about Benny the Butcher too. So reinvigorating that is major. Not to mention the whole story that I reported about 6ix9ine trying to work with Jadakiss as well. But this was back in the day. Jada was trying to, or Shotty was trying to form a relationship with Jada, Millies, and Tekashi. Go check out my Millies interview if you want to hear more about that. Yep, ER Tactics says Snitch 9 is way too whack for the Griselda team. Classic. Wow. Yeah, appreciate you for tuning in. Classic. Benny, Def don't need no features. King Wavy said, yeah, I was speaking on that earlier, how Benny the Butcher came into the game, you know, with a catalog of his own. You know what I mean? Benny came in, Tana Talk 3, Plugs I Met, the newest album, The Burden of Proof. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? Hit that like button. Yo, we got 232 people in here. Let's get 100 likes in here, you guys. Hit me off with 100 likes, everybody. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Baltimore's in the building. Baltimore's in the building tonight. So according to Akademiks, this is still on Hot New Hip Hop, you guys. According to Akademiks, Tekashi 6ix9ine doesn't need a feature from them. Actually went as far as shading the two artists by claiming that they might need the little Ack stimulus package. 6ix9ine ain't asked none of these dudes for features. LOL. That was a prank call. The prank dude did it on Clubhouse just to show up people will clout chase for anything. Akademiks wrote on his personal IG page before attempting to convince the rest of us that 6ix9ine is more prone to collaborate with artists like Drake and Roddy Ricch. And by the way, no diss, but if 6ix9ine finna ask for a feature, why not ask Drake, Baby, or Roddy Ricch? He continued. Some of the people saying that they got asked might need a feature from Lil Ack at this point. So you're telling me, Ack, you're gonna go ahead and diss Kid Trunks? You're gonna diss one of the associates of XXXTentacion? Like, come on, that's too far, man. That ain't cool. Like, to use your platform to diss these other guys like that who are making a name for themselves. Like, You need to chill out with that. You need to chill out with that act. Yo, what up, Twan? Appreciate you for tapping in. Terrence Bates, what up? What up? Dutch was popping. Baltimore, what up, Mr. Executioner? Benny's the GOAT. You damn right, Benny's the GOAT. Hit that like button, everyone. We got 94 likes in here. We got 221 people watching. I want to get 150 likes on this video. Hit that like button, you all. Dirty Mix, I do not agree with that whatsoever. Little Akademiks with Benny the Butcher, that's not going to do nothing for Benny the Butcher. You know what I mean? CT checking in. Will Scott, appreciate you for checking in tonight, man. Tony asks, so is Benny the Butcher the best male artist out of New York right now? Well, I was actually just touching on that. I said right now, at this time, some of the most sought after features. The most sought after features from New York has been Jadakiss, but one of the most sought after features from New York right now has to be Benny the Butcher, you guys. So right now, Benny the Butcher and Jadakiss probably share, in my mind, the most interest factor when it comes to New York artists. Of course, you got French Montana, you know what I mean? Bobby Shmurda, Rowdy Rebel, all these guys, you know what I'm saying? You got all these guys really doing their thing. But I'm just talking about as far as that level of affordable features. You know what I mean? Bobby Shmurda is locked up. French Montana probably charges like $30,000 for a feature, if that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? Wheezy said F Mac. So Wheezy's talking in Akademiks defense. I'm gonna read it, you know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to be, you know what I mean, biased on this platform. I read things from all perspectives, as you guys know. It would do something for Kid Trunks, because keep it real, he is whack. That's what Wheezy F says. T Gutta, what's popping, man? Don Beats, appreciate you for tuning in, man. Iceberg said he asked Benny because he need his street cred back. Sorry, Teriyaki73, not gonna work. Akademiks don't know what the F is he is saying. He looks desperate riding 6IX9's all old washed up wave. Well, you know, there's a thing that Akademiks might have a vested interest in 6IX9. I mean, look at the fact that 6IX9 only follows him. Look at the fact that 6IX9 will give him free features. So that makes him not want to diss 6IX9 whatsoever. You know, but when you're going to diss Benny the Butcher and say that, you know, why don't you just reach out to Kid Trunks to do a feature with him rather than say that he needs one from you? Like, that's just straight up disrespectful. Yeah, Polo Rap. Jay-Z is in the discussion of features that are unattainable. Fly Prolific. What up? What up? What up? Uncle Murder probably do a feature for the low, but that's about it. Uncle Murder probably do a feature right now, probably for about $3,000-$4,000 for sure if you hit him up. Aprit Sony. Yeah, well, share the video. You know what I mean? Share the video. Let's get more people in here. A Boogie. A Boogie. Okay. So Hot New Hip Hop ended it out by saying, surely Benny will be just fine without a collaboration with Akademiks' alter ego. Ha, that's great. That's great. Hot New Hip Hop actually posted their sentiments about that as well, saying that surely Benny the Butcher will be fine without a collaboration from the alter ego. That's great, man. That's great. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. We are actually reading a report. Complex covered this. They said it was reported Benny the Butcher says 6IX's manager contacted him about a collab. What do you think I said? Because that was the big talk of it at first. Then he was like, what do you think I said? No or F no. Everyone knew he said no. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that Benny the Butcher isn't going to sell himself short. He ain't going to jump for the cash. You know what I mean? A lot of people would have thought Gilly was going to jump for the cash when 6IX offered him up $1 million for, you know, an hour and a half long interview. Let's get to the roll-up portion of the show, guys. Let's get to the roll-up portion of the show, though. I already got my Dutch broken up. I already got my paper ready. You know, we're talking about Benny the Butcher today for everybody just tuning in. Homework 101 says they should do the verse but diss him in it. You know, I've in regard to what Academics was saying about them needing a feature from Little Ack, like, come on, man. Academics, you could have made a much bigger name for yourself just by reaching out to Kid Trunks, saying, yo, homie, there might have been some tension with us in the past. If there was or not, I don't know, because of Triple X and all that. But it would have been a bigger thing for you just to personally go and do that and see if Kid Trunks would actually accept you. Because I see what Academics does, interviewing French Montana, interviewing Little Reese, trying to interview Bitch Nine, you know what I mean? And out of the three, he's got one feature. You know what I mean? Why not actually try to really build a relationship? Probably because I'm not in the position I'm supposed to be in, so I could guide these guys in the real right way. You know what I mean? Academics should have been doing an album with Kid Trunks and promoting that all over Complex and all over his page. Well, I actually just touched base with Dark Low not too long ago. Dark Low was like, "Yo, man," he wanted to see what Cassidy had said about him in my interview because I was telling him Cassidy was saying a lot of positive things. Nell, appreciate you for tuning in. Yep. Ace said that he wanted the Benny the Butcher feature because he wants nothing more than to be accepted in the streets. And that goes into what I was saying. You know, one of the biggest things right now, if you're trying to, catch a buzz in New York, or if you're trying to develop yourself in New York, is to work with somebody like Benny the Butcher. You know what I mean? Even though Benny's from upstate New York, they've really turned that whole thing around now. Now you're gonna have to travel. And sometimes it's easier for the artists coming from Canada. I've seen some people asking about the Toronto scene in here. Buffalo and Niagara Falls and Rochester, all these areas upstate blowing up right now is a good thing for, the Canadian artists that have been traveling down for so many years to the Bronx and to Brooklyn and to Queens to work with the hottest New York artists. Yeah, DFS. Benny would have never sold his soul. Oh, okay. He's saying it's all political, bro. Ack Ben sold his soul. Well, Academics made a big name for himself by putting out videos with voiceovers. You know what I mean? And now Complex has him up as one of the biggest news media outlets out there. And he's also trying to do his music thing. But in my opinion, he's falling short when it comes to music. That's what I know a lot. I know music marketing. And he really burned a bridge. He really burned a bridge by dissing Kid Trunks. Him and Kid Trunks could have worked out a collaboration effort that would have been like on some Little Peep and McConan shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about the bigger picture. You know what I mean, Academics? You really got to think about the bigger picture. Just because your man is a snitch doesn't mean you couldn't have made an offer to Benny the Butcher and actually gotten a feature from him. Yeah, I'm just spitballing, but Academics could have ended up with you know what I'm saying? Academics could have ended up with a Benny the Butcher feature if he played his cards right, because not everybody is judging Academics based off of his relationship, but they're going to judge him based on these comments that he's making right now, you guys. Like, there's no way not to judge him based on these comments he's making. He really screwed himself on these ones. Like, I don't understand why you're going to come out here and you're going to diss one of the best friends of one of hip hop's most fallen soldiers, most recent fallen soldiers, Kid Trunks. I don't know why you're going to try to call out Benny the Butcher, who is one of rap's most reputable hip hop artists right now. Yeah, Ack raps. Ack raps. He's rapped with 6ix9ine a few times. He's, put out records here and there. Begged for features here. Not as bad as other people. He's not like on it that bad. 4K Entertainment in the building was popping, my dude. Ack never been a serious hip hop enthusiast. He only knows about new school hip hop. Ack can never have a full conversation about the original home of hip hop. So he knows about the new school of music, which is why he's so able to capitalize off of the music game right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I'm saying that he should have not taken this approach. He should not, but he's using his brand as an outlet for 6ix9ine at this point. And 6ix9ine apparently felt necessary to respond to Benny the Butcher. But an interesting note is that 6ix9ine did not respond to Gilly the Kid. After Gilly the Kid, put out all of his business about, wanting to pay $1 million, about telling Gilly some bullshit about how it was going to be the biggest thing he ever did in his career. No, 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 no. No, no, that's not what he was talking about, Wheezy. Basically, Kid Trunks was saying that he had reached out to him for a feature as well. Brooklyn in the building. Who's rolling up? What's everyone rolling up? I got my sour getting twisted up right now. Sour diesel tonight, classic. Sour diesel tonight. I've been on the sour for a few days though. The last batch I had was the jungle cake. Then before that was the biscotti. Mm-hmm. Yo, main event, what's popping, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in. I want you all to stay tuned this week for my exclusive interview with OT The Real, plus more from the interview with Uncasa. We're actually going to dig into some of the Max B stuff this week, you guys. What'd you say? DFS? I didn't hear that. I couldn't understand what you said there. Read who said? I don't know if I'm going to tap in on that T.I. and Tiny situation, man. I might have to do a whole show about that if I'm really going to talk about that. Nah, no Gary Payton for me. I haven't had that. I just got some sour, baby. The jungle cake was all right. I mean, it wasn't my favorite. I'm not going to be pressured for it to come back. It had actually been around a few times. I'm not really like you. The cake, all those cake things, you think they're going to be great, like pound cake, lemon cake. They don't really do it for me, man. But my boy had a good deal on it, so I wasn't going to walk away from it. It was like normally you could sell those O's for like 300. You know what I mean? But he gave them to me for 2, so I grabbed a few of those. You know what I mean? Money Makes Me Feel Good by Max B was all right. It was all right. Not my favorite of his singles. Not my favorite of his singles, but definitely a cool single. Sour with the Vanilla Dutch for me. Yup. There's always smoke on this end, man. There's always smoke on this end. Nell said, I joked about a blend of Max B and MF Doom called Max Doom before he passed. RIP to MF Doom. Yeah, sad to hear. Like not long before. Who's in my top 10 East Coast only? Oh, shit. My top 10 East Coast only? Shit. Well, I just did my top 10 overall. I don't know if y'all was in here, but I did my top 10 overall. My top 10 overall was Tupac, Big, J, M, DMX, Nas, 50, Lil Wayne, Big Pun, Mobb Deep. That was my top 10. Actually, hold up. 50, 750, 8 Snoop, 9 Lil Wayne, 10 Big Pun. That's what it is. That's my top 10. Yeah, no Big L because I mean, even though we did get 2 albums from Big L, the first Big L album, Lifestyles of the Rich and Dangerous. Am I right? That's what it was called. Sometimes you miss a word in there. And then the Bigger Picture. Yeah, Big L is definitely dope. I guess I'd have to, but I wanted to fit Snoop in there. You know what I mean? So I probably put Big L number 11. Number 11 right after Big Pun. Big L, Jadakiss, Yep. Yeah, my top 10 list is pretty dope, man. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pops. OG Pops. Big L is the most talented. Yeah, I put Big L as the most talented above like those Harlem spitters. Like I put him above Mace, I put him above Cam. So did I have anybody else? I put him above Jim. Yep, I put him above all the other Harlem spitters. If we're talking borough to borough, you know what I mean? I put Big L as I guess probably my top in Harlem. Big L, Mace, you know what I mean? Cam, Big L, Mace, Cam, Jim. Jay Mills is Harlem too, right? Top five DJs? Top five DJs? Top five DJs. Top five DJs. Obviously you gotta throw Jam Master Jay up there at number one. Jam Master Jay is number one. I would definitely give Jam Master Jay the number one position just because of how far he took it. Like Jam Master Jay was the DJ who went on to, form a record label that would get signed to Def Jam and that would, house some of the most talented artists out of New York. You know what I mean? Obviously, you would have to throw Jam Master Jay, DJ Jam Master Jay in there. Let's see. Farak, I've heard both of Big L's albums. I just told you I heard both of his albums, and I heard a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? I haven't heard enough of. All right, so we're doing top 5 DJs right now. So Jam Master Jay, you got to put him on the list. I don't want to miss these DJs who really impacted the groups. So you got to put DJ Who Kid on there. You got to talk about dope DJs that have done it in the game, like DJ Lazy K doing it with Max B, and then I'll just round it out with DJ Big Mike from Connecticut and DJ Evil Empire, who did a lot of work with French Montana and Max B. Yeah. Oh shit, DJ K Slay, yep. DJ Funk Flex, obviously. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys. Let me see. What was the next one? But I wanted to give guys like DJ Who Kid his props because he went and did all the touring with G Unit. You know what I mean? I wanted to give Lazy K her props because of the way that she elevated Max B. You know what I mean? I want to give Evil Empire his props. You know what I mean? I've even worked with Evil Empire in the past. DJ Big Mike gone from doing, you know what I mean, mixtapes to now doing the shows and shit like that. But you can't forget people like DJ K Slay coming out with artists, DJ Funk Flex taking over the radio. Yeah, major. Yeah, I know. I wish I could get my hand on some runts, man. I can't get my hand on no runts. I'd pay 300 for that 350. Yeah, Lazy K was doing her shit. Oh, DJ Kid Capri. Yeah, I was supposed to interview him one time. Okay, top 5 favorite Southern artists. Shit, man. Rick Ross was supposed to be on my list too. So I'm going to go ahead and put Rick Ross up at the number 1 spot for my favorite Southern rapper. Rick Ross, let's go Outkast, number 1. Number 2, Rick Ross. Number 3 would have to be Young Jeezy. Number 4, Gucci Man. Number 5, T.I. That's what we would go on for the South. Number 6, I'll give number 6 to Ludacris. Who do we got for number 7? Number 7, Young Thug. No, number 7, Future. Number 8, Young Thug. Number 9, who else do we got from the Atlanta area? Number 9, the Migos. They follow Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Oh, DJ Premier, obviously, a DJ that actually had some of the dopest beats in hip hop. You know what I mean? I still go back and listen to DJ Premier beats. I got put on the spot with the question, man. Come on. I got put on the spot with the question. 8Ball and MJG. Nah. 8Ball and M Ball G are not on my top list. 8Ball and MJG, I didn't like their time at Bad Boy, the Living Legends album. Trick Daddy, I wasn't really big on Trick Daddy. I was more into Ross than Trick Daddy. 2 Chainz, yeah, 2 Chainz is dope. I'd have to reevaluate the Southern list, but I'm really solid on my top 5 when I say Outkast, Rick Ross, Young Jeezy, Gucci Man, and T.I. When I say those 5 right there, I'm solid on that top 5. Well, I just included Lil Wayne on my top list of all time at number 8. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give you guys some different answers. Scarface was never too big on Scarface. Field Mob, I actually interviewed Kang from Field Mob. Smoke. He had an album called Kang. Yep. Nah, Chiba, I liked Ross more than Trick. Trick love the kids. But yo, I won't lie. At one point, one of my friends, when we was these gangsta young kids, in Connecticut, we was called Mystic's Finest. One of my good friends said that the best rap name ever, and I'll co-sign this, the best rap name ever is Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy is the best rap name ever. If anybody wants to donate to the channel, the best way to donate is Cash App. Cash App Mikey T Movie. If you want to donate to the channel, you guys appreciate all the donations that come in. Janetti said, "You're now rocking with the best report card radio. You're now rocking with the kid. It's Mikey T, the movie star. People be really hating on me when I say you're rocking with the kid, Mikey T. They're like, yo, bro, you're like 30. You know what, man? 50 Cent was the kid, and then Mikey T was the kid. You know what I mean? Until somebody takes over for me, unless they want to say Young Thug took over for me, I'm still the kid, Mikey T, the movie star. Best rap name equals corrupt. I disagree. Best rap name, Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy is the best rap name. That means you got all the bitches. That means you get all the bitches. Like, come on. There ain't no better rap name than Trick Daddy. Corrupt is cool too. I love Corrupt's album Against the Grain. I actually bought his last step. Okay, Zetsu said, man, don't trip. 30 the new 20. Rappers are about to hit 50 still going. You're 100% right on that, man. You're 100% right on that. For crying out loud, I was watching a Sylvester Stallone movie the other day. The man was 71 years old when he filmed Escape Plan 3. Like, come on. Like, people is still moving in their older age. Yo, Aaron, appreciate you for tuning in tonight, man. You are a real one. I just wanted to come on here tonight, and we were speaking on Benny the Butcher, DJ Akademiks, basically posting a response from 6ix9ine about the whole thing where Benny was asked to do a feature with him, saying that it was a prank call. Real coincidental that all of a sudden it's a prank call once he denies the feature, right? Once he denies it, it's a prank call. Was it a prank call when you hit Gilly the Kid, too? Was that a prank call when you hit Gilly the Kid to be on $1 million worth of game? I'm just keeping it real, you guys. Eight Ball, the Biggie of the South. 8 Ball is cool, man. 8 Ball is cool. Yeah, I guess we're going to get some snow in the morning, they're saying. I guess they're saying we're going to get some snow in the morning. Main Event says Trick Daddy, that means you're tricking up. No, when you're the Trick Daddy, that means you're the daddy of all the tricks. Any Canadian rappers? Well, I've done an interview with King Sparks from Toronto. Yeah. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. Just wanted to jump on here and live and, talk to y'all. Yep. Main Event says he actually wanted to be on the Breakfast Club as well. Another thing, was that a prank? Hey, Envy, when you're hitting up Envy 5 or 6 times to be on the Breakfast Club, is that a prank? Like, it's real convenient. That's the word I was looking for, not coincidental. It's real convenient to say it's a prank. You know what I mean? Once they deny you. You know what I mean? It's like me hitting up Queen's Flip to be on the Flip the Script podcast to tell my story. It's like, oh, Flip didn't get back to me. Oh, me and Smurf have problems now, so now Flip's going to not do it. I was pranking you, Flip. I never wanted to be on Flip the Script. No, that's flaw, man. That's flaw shit. That's flaw shit, as they say in Miami. That's flaw. That ain't even true. You kidding me? You're saying what if Benny said, "Yeah, I'll do the feature. Send me 30 bands to my whatever it's called with that goes right to your bank. Send me 30 bands and I'll do the feature." Would it have been a prank then? Zitsu said, fads are something we already had, and once you're gone, you don't come back. Hit that like button, everyone in here. I want to get it up to, let's get 150 likes in here. Iceberg said, Envy, Gilly, Benny, they are all lying now, huh? LOL. It's just a prank. Yeah, right. Exactly. You see what I'm saying, Berg? You see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying? And not to mention the fact that I saw what 6ix9ine said on his Instagram. He said after Trolls dropped, he said his next single was going to be featuring the most gangsta rapper from New York, the most gangsta rapper in hip hop, the most street authentic rapper. 6ix9ine was going off. I was thinking to myself, who is he talking about? Is he talking about Casanova? Because that would have been gangsta. You know what I mean? But the only thing about that was, no disrespect to Cass, his buzz wasn't at the same level. Casanova's buzz wasn't at the same level as it was prior to when he was actually going back and forth with Tekashi. Casanova, just keeping it real, you guys, Casanova's buzz wasn't there like it once was. So honestly, I was like, no. I was like, he's mentioning the most gangster rapper. He's not talking about Casanova. And it didn't hit me he was talking about Benny. But you know what? Benny the Butcher has taken over all the markets, as I've said in this whole video. Benny the Butcher has really become the rapper to talk about in New York. Yo, Straight Arrow, the PayPal is actually upnorthwave@gmail.com. If anybody wants to send a donation by PayPal, it's upnorthwave@gmail. I just pinned it up in the chat. Thank you, Iceberg. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Zetsu, Casanova's bail was declined. Jerry Green, Harlem in the building. Yo, Jerry, I appreciate you for tapping in. We were talking about top fives. I want to get your top five in Harlem. List the top 5 rappers to ever come out of Harlem. No R&B, no singing, Janetti said in the top 10 one day. Yeah, maybe we can do that on a Circle of Wealth podcast. We're actually putting together the next episode of the Circle of Wealth podcast. Bunch of topics. You know, we got to address a number of things. I usually just do the one topic videos, but we're going to have about 5 to 8 topics. A Mafia, Harlem, free A Mafia. Yo, it's just a prank. It's just, yo, saying it's just a prank is just so too convenient for you. You know what I mean? It's just too convenient. Yeah, A Mafia is dope. I've had 2 opportunities to actually interview him. If anybody wants to go check those interviews out. Fritzner said Killer Cam. No denying Killer Cam. You cannot deny Killer Cam's legacy. One of my partners even put Killer Cam in his top 10 because of the fact, look at what he's done solo albums wise. Look what he's done for the group as a label. Look what he's done pressing his own singles artists out there between Jewels, Jim Jones. He's given chances to guys like J.R. Writer to work with people like Lil Wayne. He's given chances to people like Hell Rell once they got out of jail to release albums. He released albums for Freaky Zeke. You know what I mean? He enabled other members from Dipset like Uncasa and Shice Bubs to go out and start the Purple City and actually make money. Like, come on. Cameron is arguably the, right there with Gucci Mane when it comes to, all the assets that he's made in hip hop. Mace for sure. I love Mace, especially when I got to meet Mace in person. That was one of the dopest experiences in my life. Actually going to do a show with him was amazing. You guys can check that out online if you just type in Mace Mikey T, the movie star. But also vibing with him in the studio was one of the best times of my life, you guys. Time in my life that I'll never forget. Mace made me feel like I was the Diddy to his Mace. You know what I mean? Just the way we was it was studio vibe, man. Mace was playing me some of his unreleased music and just like, Mace is dancing, you're gonna be dancing. That's all I'm gonna say. Like he's so vibrant, yo. Mace is a vibe, guys. Yo, main event, I just said that. Are you kind of like, yeah, I talked about how J.R. Writer actually had videos with Lil Wayne. Iceberg, you're funny, man. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. When you tap in with Mikey T, the movie star, you're going to get some good shit. You know what I mean? Got some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to tap in with y'all on some real news, guys. Zetsu said, man, I wish Corey Guns had a better rollout. Wheezy F Mac said, Mikey, if he could just get people with clout like Benny to just say that they would work with him even for a price, then that's a win. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Because he would offer somebody more than they would ever charge for a feature. You know what I mean? Just to get the recognition of being able to record with them. You know what I'm saying? It's free money to him anyways. It's free money to him, and he would have never been able to record with different artists like that in the first place. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Robert. Shudarazi, shout out Mikey T. Heat for the people, 100, 100, 100. Salute to you for tuning in tonight, man. Definitely appreciate you guys all tuning into this video. I know y'all can't. I know y'all stay in tune with everything that I do, and some of y'all can't wait for the next time we all jump back in here and do some spitting. You know what I mean? But, ASAP Rocky, Mr. Unknown Black says, ASAP Rocky, definitely a big representative from Harlem. Also Max B. Also Max B. Let's not forget about Max B. Iceberg said that Graf is one of the best in New York as well. Yep. Max B would definitely have to be on my Harlem list. He'd probably be number one on my Harlem list, to be honest with you guys. No shade at Big L. No shade at Big L. No shade at Big L, you guys. Y'all going to debate me on this one? Max B over Big L for number one. Let's put together the top list of Harlem right now. I'm going to go number one, Max B. I'll give Big L number two because of the fact that he had 2 albums that were officially released. Also, he had a lot of other group work. You're crazy, Janetti. The best rap name is Trick Daddy, followed by Corrupt at number 2. Vado, you can't forget Vado, but I don't think Vado is going to make the top 5. I don't think Vado is going to make the top 5. But what do we got for the top 5 rap names? You got first, you got Trick Daddy. 2, you got Corrupt. 3, you got Big L. Can we give Big L one of the best rap names ever? Ice Cube. 3, Ice Cube. I love it. 3, Ice Cube. So we got Trick Daddy, Corrupt, Ice Cube, best rap names. Best rap names right there. Top 3 best rap names. Big L, Max B, Dave East. All right, so let's say Big L, Max B, Cameron, Mace, Dave East. Top 5 from Harlem. Well, I mean, Weezy F, if you talk about Max B's style versus influence, um, 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 his flow for his flow or his influence, it would have to be the flow, because the flow is what brought on the influence. It's the way that he was rapping, the way that he was harmonizing. It wasn't like anybody else's. You know what I mean? It was like Nate Dogg mixed with a really good rapper. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the one thing Nate Dogg, RIP, didn't have. He didn't have the ability to switch onto a amazing rap style like Max B. Yep. Top 5 from Harlem. We got to go Big L. Let's do it because of the simple fact that Big L was able to get more official album releases out. Max B had Vigilante Season. Big L had Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous, excuse me, and The Big Picture. So I'm going to go Big L, Max B, Cameron. Ah, man, it even sounds crazy putting Max B over Cameron. You know what I mean? Kind of, but this is just personal preference. Ha, worst name ever, Little Dicky. Biggie Smalls, Max B in French. Yeah, Max in French. Killer Cam. Cube has a ring to it. Max B was to be in Boston a lot, as well as CT. Yup, Maybach Mel, that's true. Max B got plenty styles. Can go Nate and then rap. Worst name ever, Little Dicky. Max B is like a mini Rambo. Max B's first rap name was actually Charlie Rambo. Jerry Green, I'm not going to put A Mafia in my top 5. My top 5 for Harlem was pretty packed. You know what I mean? With Big L, Max B, Cameron, Mace, and Dave East. Mr. Executioner says that he likes Little Baby. All right, y'all. All right, you guys. Cool name equals RZA. Man, I appreciate everybody tapping into the video. I just wanted to jump on here and speak on this on live. I wanted to touch on the whole Benny the Butcher thing with 6IX9INE and DJ Akademiks that's just been spinning on the internet. I want you guys to stay tuned for the next episode of the Circle of Wealth podcast. If anybody has any topics that you want us to touch on, if anybody has any suggestions like that, you can shoot them over in a message or comment this video and we'll take a look as well. Thanks everyone for tapping in. If you guys want to support the channel, Cash App Mikey T Movie. I'm going to put it down here in the chat. If anybody doesn't know it, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in to today's episode. I'm going to keep it short just so we can get a little bit of repeat value out of this one, you guys, because I know it's a hot topic right now. Old Dirty Bastard is another great rap name. Put it down as number 4. Put it in Ghostface Killah. 5 great rap names right there, you guys. Trick Daddy, Corrupt, Ice Cube, Old Dirty Bastard, and Ghostface Killah. That's what's up, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Salute to y'all.